So the landmine, the oldest form of weaponry, is here on display, and there are so many of them to see at the Cambodia Landmine Museum. The founder of this museum, known as Mr. Akira, he took the Japanese name on board. He was given many different names, but he had a really fascinating and tragic past. He doesn't even know when he was born. He was told that he was born around 1970 by a school teacher. His parents were brutally murdered and tortured for very small crimes during the occupation of the French and the Vietnamese over the years. He was given his first gun at the age of 10, and he was told that the Vietnamese were tall, scary ogres. They were the enemy. He had to fight them. So he was brought up with a lot of fear and war and weaponry. Then a communist party ruling in Cambodia against the French and the Vietnamese occupation, known as the Khmer Rouge, actually utilised him as a force in the army, and he obviously complied with all of the propaganda. He had no choice. His parents had been murdered. At the age of 14, things began to change. The Vietnamese army actually took over in the country. Later in time, the Cambodian army took over, so he actually fought for 3 respective armies over the course of his life. But luckily, eventually the UN got involved, and after that he was able to actually demine the land, and that's what this museum is about. So he eventually was able to realise and become educated, not educated in the way that the Khmer Rouge were doing so with propaganda, but educated in the right way to work as a force for good, knowing that it was just a terrible atrocity. His wife also passed away very early in his life, complete tragedy. He then tried to open this museum. He was born in Siem, Riep, this area. He tried to open this museum, and the military actually forced him to close it down. They destroyed it. But he persevered, and the museum is here today. It has visitors from all around the world. Some interesting facts about the landmines are that about half of them have been removed, but there are so many thousands left. The fall of the Khmer Rouge, the communist army here, in 1979. Since that time, 64,000 Cambodians have been murdered by landmines, and that's just part of the statistics in a small element of history. We've had a fascinating education here today, just going around. I'm here with Riep. What did you learn today in the exhibition that was interesting?
Yeah, it's interesting. I learned that it costs around $1 to produce a landmine, and it costs around $1,000 to deactivate it.
Incredible.
Also, Pol Pot said that, Pol Pot, the leader of the Khmer Rouge, he said that the landmine is the perfect soldier. He does not need sleep. He do not need any food, and he do as he's told to do. Yeah, the perfect soldier. And what else?
Well, here's some bombs down here. This is actually the entrance of the museum. Let's actually just head back in for a moment and have a quick look here. It's quite a large museum here. But there are tons of items on display here, and it's actually very, very moving. And just being able to, touch the bombs and actually put it into reality, what they really are. There are a lot of photographs here. Fascinating statistics here upon which we draw upon. The Ottawa Treaty to ban landmines has been signed and ratified by 162 nations. In 1996 there was an estimated 4,320 landmine accidents. In 2015 the annual accidents decreased to 111. The landmine, known as the invisible weapon, and 25% of the Cambodian population perished during the Pol Pot era, leader of the Khmer Rouge. So the majority of the landmines in Cambodia were laid during the Vietnamese occupation between 1978 to 1989. So important to raise awareness. They're accepting donations at this museum. I'm sure you're able to donate online as well. Donations box here. Any final comments?
What?
Any final comments?
Educating, interesting, touching.
Were you quite overwhelmed by the statistics? Yeah. I thought it was quite shocking. So yeah, please come and visit the Cambodia Landmine Museum if you find yourself in Cambodia, and definitely donate.